Hello, and thank you for clicking on this video. It's Claire, and after 12 months of living in our Sprinter van, I'm gonna share with you my biggest regrets about our build. One regret I have about our van is that we only installed one fan. We have this fan installed in our ceiling and it's positioned right above our feet when we're laying in bed, and we literally could not have survived without it for a number of reasons. First of all, we don't have air conditioning in our van, so on 70, 80, 90 degree days, this fan has literally saved our lives. It's just been like day after day after day of ungodly heat. Like, this isn't fun. We're not having fun. Just trying to survive. We'll crack the windows up by the passenger and the driver's seats. We'll slide open the window that's behind the stove, and then we'll open the fan and turn it on full blast and just really get a good draft going in here. And it's not always comfortable, but it at least makes the heat bearable. My regret is that we didn't do a second fan. We've seen a lot of Sprinter vans with a fan in the back like we have, but then they also have a fan in the front. I think having two fans would make for a lot of air movement and really help out on those super hot days. Another regret I have about our van is the size of our water tank. We have a 20-gallon tank in the back of our van. It's this big rectangle shaped thing, and it's positioned right under our bed, right under where I sleep actually. And to fill it, we just open the screw cap, insert the hose, and then turn on the water source. With the exception of a few bad experiences, keeping our water tank full has been surprisingly easy. I do regret not getting a bigger tank though. We put in that 20-gallon tank thinking it would last us like a week minimum. Boy, were we wrong. We're lucky if that thing lasts us a full 3 days. Because we go through so much water, looking for a place to refill our water is pretty much a constant task. So looking back, we definitely should have done like a 30 or even 40-gallon tank. But then of course we also would have had way less storage in the back, so there's pros and cons to everything.
It definitely could be bigger. 30 or 40 gallons would probably be perfect. But also if you just did the dishes the way I do the dishes, we'd also be perfect.
My third and biggest regret of our van build is the fridge. This tiny little fridge is the bane of my existence. I will go from having a great day to being in the worst possible mood because of this stupid fridge. There's not room for crap in this thing. It's a constant game of Tetris trying to fit all of our refrigerated items in, and we can barely store 2 meals worth of food in it. This is what happens every time, by the way. It turns into us arguing. It's been so frustrating because we've had to throw out perfectly good food that we spent time and energy making just because there wasn't any room for it. Groceries aren't cheap, so throwing away good food is really upsetting. And because it's so small, to adequately keep our food supply going, we have to go to the store every other day, if not every day. And it's just so annoying. And meal prepping? Forget it. We want to make our own food and eat well while living on the road, but there's definitely been so many times when we've just given up and just gone to Taco Bell or whatever the nearest fast food chain is. There are van builds with much bigger fridges than what we have, and I really regret not getting a bigger fridge. It really truly would have made our experience so much better.
If I could do it again, I would say having the gray tank dump outside with like a button, just like our propane tank turns on, instead of having to deal with all the gray water, having to take that off and dump it.
I didn't even think about that. I forgot that that's even possible.
Yeah, it's pretty common. You just pipe it outside and then have a little valve on there, dump the gray water. That would have been really smart. That would have made life easy.
So if we were to do it all again, I'd make sure we have adequate airflow, a good sized water tank, and a big enough fridge. And if you do your own van build, make sure you take these 3 things into account. Thanks so much for watching this video. Don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the bell notification. See you next time.